Not quite a boom workout today. So we have earned our recovery. And this is a nice, really good routine here that I don't do nearly often enough because it makes me feel really good every time I do it. Let's see. But it should not be getting your heart rate up. So first things first, don't get into any position that does not feel good for you. Do not push a stretch too deep because that can actually, people think stretches are benign and can't hurt you, but that's very false. Some of my worst injuries are from overstretching, especially with low back or things like that. So do not push beyond what your body can do. All right, just go as far as you can reasonably go. You don't want pain. A good stretch is fine, but you do not want pain with stretches. So anything that I take you into, and I'm not the most flexible person, don't overdo it. If it feels terrible, just skip it completely, unless you can modify it to a degree. All right, so we're gonna flow through these. This is all pretty much ground-based. So you can stay on the ground, get a mat if you have one handy. I've got some reasonably soft carpet. It might hurt the knees a little bit. And we have a dog running at us, so this could get interesting. All right, so Champ, you're here for the downward. He's here for the downward dog stretch. The downward dog stretch, brought to you by Champ. There it is. Look at that. I mean, he is on cue, buddy. Good job. Great job. Make sure you start out with the downward dog. All right. Okay. So we're gonna start out with a hip rotation. Oh. Okay. I call him Yanni because he yawns so much. So notice I'm in this position. All right, Champ, you got to move now. I am in this position. You can see here. Boom. Like so. Okay. My knees are on the ground. And I am simply going to reverse to the other side. And we're going to continue going back and forth. Now, if you can only get down to here, that's fine. Don't go all the way down if you can't make it all the way down. Stay good and tall with the upper body. So we're actually going to feel a stretch on the outside of the knee on this back side. For the IT band where it connects outside the knee. And you're also getting some real good hip opening, hitting into those hips. All right. Advanced versions, you can actually take hands free. I cannot do that. I would fall backwards. But some people can do it hands free. Oh, I kind of cheated a little bit. But hands free is a way to step this up. All right, it's doable. All right. From there, we're going to step it up a little bit further, literally. You're going to lift the leg that's behind you. Try to lift that foot ever so slightly. Boom. Lift it. Boom. And that's working our gluteus medius, which is a really key muscle in the side of the butt. A lot of people have sleepy butts. This is a great way to wake it up. All right. We are doing a lot of these because we really want to lubricate and loosen these zones up. A couple more. If you can't get the hip lift, that's fine. All right. Next, we are transitioning into a cat stretch. So this is one that Champ does not like because he is not a cat. Okay, so what's key here is we're going to sit back like so, also called a child's pose sometimes. I don't know all the yoga terms, so if I'm saying something wrong, that's okay. All right, but the key here is instead of having our palms on the ground sitting back, we want our fingertips on the ground, which allows us to really drop our chest into the floor, okay, and feel our shoulders pull up, and it gives us a much bigger stretch. If you compare the two, it's a much better stretch by having the fingertips into the ground. All right, and just holding that, sitting back. You can kind of pinch your shoulders back. Yeah, feels good, feels good. The longer you hold into stretches, more things relax. So things relax and soften. Get some good breathing and soften the muscles. All right, now from there, we're going to do the same position. We're going to take one arm, okay, and bring it out and turn my head away from that. So I'm simply stretching my chest bicep connection, my bicep and chest. So arm is fully extended. Feel it, and then up. And then we're gonna switch, other side. Like so. Great chest bicep stretch here. Stretching out all those push-ups. Now, we're going to cross under. Scared champ. I'm going to cross this arm under. Excuse me, big butt. And then just down right on top of it. So we're stretching the back of our shoulder. Back side of the shoulder. Okay. Just hold it. And then up. Gonna cross the other hand under. All right. Like so. Good stretch, good stretch. And nice. Hitting that back of the shoulder. All right, now we're going to go into a frog stretch. All sorts of animals here today. Frog stretch. So we are going to go as wide as you can reasonably go with your knees. See, my feet are pretty close together. And be careful sitting back. You don't want to put too much stress on your knees or groin or inner thighs. Just do what you can handle. All right. So nice and tall. Feeling the inner thigh adductor stretch. And then you can lean forward a little bit. And then we're going to go down onto our forearms. And you can simply move a little bit side to side to deepen that stretch in each inner thigh. Okay? Deepening the inner thigh stretch. So hopefully, after doing a few of these and the opening hip moves, your hips are starting to open up, which is really key. So many of our issues, whether it's back issues or knee issues, stem from, hopefully Champ doesn't knock the camera down, he's sitting on the platform, stem from tight hips and issues in the hip zone. So rocking there, very good. Now we're going to take one of these frog legs and extend it out to the side. Okay? And then you can kind of just drop down into a little bit and really feel that inner thigh stretch. Only again, go as far as you can reasonably go. Do not go beyond your capabilities. All right, feel that. Definitely a really good inner thigh stretch. Smoothly back into your frog position, and then other leg extends out. Woo! Feels good, stretching those inner thighs and adductors. Awesome, awesome, awesome blossom. One more time back into the frog. You can sit up pretty tall and push those hips forward, opening and stretching these groins and hip flexors. Okay, now, from this position, we are going to cross our front leg, okay? So we just cross it like so, making sure your knee can handle it. And then we're just simply gonna lie down atop that. And you're gonna feel the stretch in your outer glute hip of this front stretched leg, okay? Another view, I'm crossed, and then I'm just straight down on top of it. Only going as far as I can go without pain, just good stretch. This routine might go a little over 10 minutes, by the way, but it's well worth it. All right. Okay, carefully out of that. We're going to switch legs. So we bring it in front of us, cross it in front, and lean down on it. Now, those that do yoga often are going to be much better at this than me, but the way I look at it is I'm a little more realistic in terms of what most people are going to look and feel like. So, not the perfect form. Not perfect form here. But I'm in a safe position. Don't bounce that camera off, champ. And just pushing within my limits. All right, awesome. That feels really good. Okay, next we're gonna do a hamstring proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation, PNF, proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation stretch. All right, so we're on our back. And we're going to start with a simple hamstring stretch. So we're going to grab behind the thigh and then just pull it as far forward or far back as you can. Okay? And what you can do is flex and extend the foot. You're going to feel a nice calf soleus stretch up there. And notice how far you can pull this leg back. Okay, so there's a lot of tightness. I can't get back too far. Leg's not too straight. Could be better. Now, the PNF part is I'm going to push this leg as hard forward as I can, that way, okay? But I'm going to resist it with these hands, all right? And I'm going to do that for about 7 seconds. So ready, set, and push. So push that leg down into those hands, pushing it forward as if you're putting it on the ground. Push it, push it, push it, push it, push it, push it, and then relax. And now, pull back and you should be able to stretch 1 or 2 inches farther. Okay, so by activating that muscle and then relaxing it, we can usually get a little farther into the stretch. That's a PNF stretch. It's often done with a partner who does the resisting. It can be done throughout the whole body. Other leg, start with your basic stretch first, pulling back towards you. Flex and extend the foot. Feels good, feels good. All right. Pull back, see how far you can get it. We'll take note of that and how it looks and feels. Okay, we're ready for our push forward. We're going to push it forward. Ready, and push forward. Forward press into those hands, about 7 seconds. Pushing, 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 pushing. And relax. And now stretch that leg back a little bit farther. You just added an inch or two to your flexibility. So that done on a regular basis can really make a big difference in terms of your overall flexibility. All right, from there, we're gonna cross our leg over, okay? Cross over, and then I'm simply gonna pull this thigh towards me. So again, another stretch for our outer hip, gluteus medius. And just holding this one, really good stretch. This kind of mimics the one you can do standing. You can do this standing, but this helps you get a little deeper into it. Or you can even do this sitting up and you twist your body, a little pretzel stretch. All right, switch. Switch your legs, pull back. This also gets into the critical IT band right through here where it connects. Mine's pretty darn tight. It gets really tight after I run lately. So it's just a matter of doing these tight stretches on a consistent basis. Keeps the pain away, keeps the tightness away, keeps the body happy. All right, awesome. Okay, now, one that relaxes the low back. This is one of my favorites. And it's just gonna be, you're gonna literally, you can cross your legs, just grab your shins a little bit, and you're simply gonna rock side to side. So this is a super back relaxer. You should be really loose and just let it literally rock side to side till your elbow hits, and then you push back across. And feel that massage on your pelvic plate back there, just working across left and right sides. So if you have some back issues, this is a really good benign stretch. When your back's flared up and you have low back pain, you got to be really careful with any and all of these stretches, because stretching can exacerbate and aggravate strained muscles. Now moves like this can help relax them, just where it's totally relaxed and just tick-tocking side to side. Another great one, by the way, is if you have a back issue, put your legs on the ottoman like this, like 90 degrees, and just hang out. And that completely relaxes your low back. So at 90 degrees, just hold it and stretch and relax. All right, a couple more, guys. Going to go into the sprinter lunge position. So we're going to bring one leg up as far as you can, okay? And you can keep it just like this, or step up is going to be knee off the ground, okay? Feeling it all through the thigh and the back leg hip flexor. And then you can kind of come up and down a little bit, smoothly, if it feels okay. Deepen that stretch, smoothly up and down. Really loosening up these hips. You're gonna find you move much better when you do this. You move better, you feel better, your back's smoother, your knees feel better. Lots of good things happen. Now, firm brace on this hand, and we're gonna turn and look towards the sky with this one. Try to hold like so. Whew, that back hip flexor is getting an awesome stretch. And down. All right. Whew. Shake that out. I'm going to switch legs. This one goes up top. This knee back. Okay. Advanced more option. I'm going to lift that back knee. Feel that stretch, and you can kind of smoothly come up and down into it. Up and down, stretching the full thigh and hip flexor. Feels good, feels good. All right, now firm brace on this one and turn up towards the ceiling. Heart rate's at 180 right now. Just kidding. And down. All right, last couple, guys. We got some cats and cows. So we're going to start out with a rounding of the spine, looking at our belly. Again, make sure these feel okay on you. Hold for a moment, breathing throughout, and then arch, look up ahead a bit, drop the stomach, and then back into the first move. Look at the belly, look up ahead. The belly, look up ahead. Breathing throughout, breathing throughout. All right, boom. And then a little side to side hip stretch. So I'm just dropping my hips. It's one side, other. A little dynamic movement. All right. All right, and then one more. Let's get a little upper body, a little tricep. We're going to grab that elbow, pull it down, and at the same time, we're going to lean to deepen that stretch and also hit the obliques and lats. So we're getting really 3 big muscle zones in this one stretch. Whew. Shake that out. Other arm, tricep, and then lean into the lats and obliques. Make sure you're leaning, not twisting. Should be a just straight to the side lean. Whew. Feel that lat stretch is awesome. Open up the chest, pull those palms up behind you. Everybody's feeling great now. Just wait till you stand up and move around. You're gonna feel good. A little shrug and roll back. I don't recommend rolling back with weights, but without weights, it's all good. Squeeze at the top, get those traps activated. And then a neck roll, side, forward, side. Feels too good to stop. And great job, everybody. You have made it through the 10-minute. This one was a little longer than that. Challenges every day this week. Super job. It's been a lot of fun. Again, hopefully you've learned that just 10 minutes a day can take you a long way. So days when you're short on time, you can always pull one of these out again, knock it out. We got cardio. We got the strength, we got the core, we got the mixer, we got the stretch. You should do this stretch as often as you can. Get that format down, kind of memorize it, and just flows from one move to the next. All right, so great job, guys. It's been a lot of fun. We'll keep these things going just like this, and I will see you very soon.